friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. Yesterday was a little bit on the chillier side, but I was so loving it because my friend came over and we were tackling the yard. I love gardening. You know I talk about it all the time. It's such a good workout, and I feel like I'm not as sore now. I feel like my body is getting stronger. So I had an I did it moment that I was very excited about, so we're going to talk about that. When you are kind of second-guessing yourself and you think, I don't know, and maybe it's just fatigue, like you want to try to figure out the solution to the problem, but we have a water fixture in our backyard. And so we're just renting. So I was able to call the landlords, figure out where the pumps were. And I was like, what do I even do? I've never had a water feature before. And do I even want it? Because I'm at the phase of my life where if I hear water, I'm running. And you know where. But we were able to figure it out. I did it all by myself. Got that pump in action. And it sounds so soothing. So that was my I did it moment this weekend. And I want to celebrate along with you. What is something that you have done that you are giving yourself a pat on the back for? I'm going to add it so you can have 2 pats on the back because we need to celebrate the little victories as we go throughout our day. So text it in or give us a call, 905-338-1250. Your I did it moment. We're sharing our I did it moments today. We're going to celebrate and start the week off focusing on the incredible things that we're doing, things that we're proud of. It's not being braggadocious. It's just acknowledging that you got some skills. Frank texted in 905-338-1250. He said, I finally had a chance to fix the lawnmower. I don't know if it's an I did it or I finally had time. You know what? You did it. So we are going to celebrate the fact that you had time and you did it. Stephanie says that she knitted a new knot. It looks really lovely in the blanket that she is making for a upcoming grandbaby. Very exciting, Stephanie. Congratulations on your moment, your I did it moment. And one more. This is kind of a dual I did it moment. Todd said he took his grandson fishing this past weekend. His grandson caught a fish. Yeah, they both did it. Congratulations, Todd, on teaching your grandson how to be successful in the boat, catching some fish. So there we go. Some good I did it moments. Keep them coming. Love celebrating with you, and we can celebrate on and off air. I'm Hollie Taylor. This Sunday is Father's Day, so hopefully you've got some plans already in the works. We started to plan on the weekend, but my kids were just completely at a loss. They're like, what do we do for Dad? And how do we celebrate him? So we're still processing what to do, but there's been some interesting studies done on the importance of dads. They're actually seen in many people's lives as the top life mentor. They're the ones that people go to be rescued, but also for those life lessons. So for those of you who are dads or you fulfilled that role for someone else, thank you for stepping up to the plate. It's incredible just the impact a dad has, especially when it comes to little girls and their self-esteem. The studies are fascinating. So another survey showed that most people are going to run to their dad for a little extra help when it comes to learning how to drive or doing some of those practical skills. About 49% fixing things around the house, 43% go to dad, and changing a tire, 31% go to dad. So does that mean that the remaining go to mom, or do they just learn in school? I don't know. Maybe they didn't learn it at all. When it comes to changing a tire, I go to the professionals. Not to my dad, and not to anybody except for those who will do it quickly. So yeah. This week, celebrating the dads. There is a new trend, and it is embracing being alone. For those of us like me with FOMO, that doesn't happen often. If there's something going on, I want to be in the thick of it. I want to have fun. I love being around people, and their good moods make me feel like I'm in a good mood. I like people, sorry. But my husband has JOMO, the joy of missing out. So he is one that embraces being alone. But whether you embrace it or you reject it, more and more studies are showing that we need it. The joy of being alone actually can really help you focus in, reflect, meditate on God's word. And it allows you to look inward so you can, be introspective for a moment. It's healthy. Now, being alone all the time, not healthy. We do need community, but we also need that time alone. So, and I'm going to just preface, this means no phone. This means no distractions. It's just you and being in the state of being. Maybe going for a walk, listening to the wind rustling the trees, maybe walking by the water, listening to the waves crash against the shore. What? Crash against the shore. So are you one that relishes your alone time, or are you one that really has to be intentional about it? 905-338-1250. It's Hollie Taylor, and I've got a marriage pro tip for you. I know we were talking about the tips that you would have for all the newlyweds this wedding season. And so this one came in via email. You can actually email me anytime. It's holly@joyradio.ca, and that's Holly with an IE. It came from Paul, and Paul says, if you take a walk together when you're trying to decide something important, like a family problem, just getting outside is really helpful for you. And so I actually... thank you very much, went online to look into this. Is this a true thing? Going for a walk with your spouse, if you're trying to make a decision, is it a good thing to do? And yeah, apparently there's a science behind it. So the experts would say, take a walk together if you're trying to decide how you two should handle an important family problem. Not only will the fresh air clear your minds, but also the very act of walking in the same direction can help you to feel as though you're on the same team and want the same results. So physically heading to one place makes you more likely to be mentally in sync. It's like you're standing together instead of confronting each other. So I thought that was a very interesting pro tip. So I appreciate the email that sent me on that little bit of a journey to get the science behind why that's helpful. Steve Bell, Pentecost, here on Joy Radio. I'm Hollie Taylor, and it's not often that an artist will sing a song about Pentecost, although that was really the start of the church. I mean, we have Christmas, we have Easter, but Pentecost was a big moment that kind of comes and goes with not much fanfare. So I had to ask Steve about this and why write a song for Pentecost?
It's a profound feast. It just hasn't been captured by marketers. And so I think that there's not a sentimental thing they can, like you can with Christmas, which is fine. It's fine, but I don't want to be grumpy about those things. But in this particular song, one of the takes of it is celebrating the four elements: earth, wind, water, fire, which are all present in Pentecost. You have the tongues of fire. You have the streams of living water welling up into this language. You have the wind, of course. Yeah. The earth piece is us, Adam. Adam means earth, it means dirt. And dirt is just dirt, unless you moisten it with water, unless you breathe life into it, unless you implant the fire of God's divine love in the center. And all of a sudden, earth becomes Adam, human. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the birth of the church. It's also the revelation of God's creation, of the human person in creation, and how that relates to how God is going to reveal God's self. It's a pretty wonderful. There's a lot of depth to it if you want to start digging.
That's Steve Bell. As you know, he's an incredible storyteller, and he's been doing some really incredible work as well on the humanitarian front for Indigenous communities in Manitoba. So there you go, his thoughts on Pentecost. I love it. Maybe it should be a day off. Should we petition for this? I think so. Well, that's a wrap. Those are our favorite memories from this past week. Join me for more Good Company live every weekday from 4:30 till 6 p.m. here on Joy Radio. Oh, and don't forget, you can also catch up by subscribing to our Joy Radio podcast. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, text 905-338-1250. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.